Mixtapes and tasty cakes with your host Bert Laporte, Damien Monte Carlo, and Angry Mike D. Well, alright, sit back and enjoy the ride as they talk about all things that rock and other useless knowledge you don't care about. And remember, every asshole has an opinion. This is theirs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
All right, we're back. Another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. This one we're going to be talking about going to do a retro album review of it's been 30 years, man. It's fucking crazy.
30,
Skid Row,
30 years,
Subhuman Race. Came out 1995. I remember when it came out. I got it right when it came out. Yeah, I mean, we'll be talking all about it. It's definitely a sign of the times, I think. It is my favorite Skid Row record.
Really?
Whoa.
Hands
Really?
fucking down without
No.
a fucking
No way. No way.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
seen you gave it a pretty high score.
top to bottom. I
Really?
think it's their
I
best
can't
record.
believe it. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It doesn't sound dated to me. The other two records, the production, the songs,
Ooh.
I think top to bottom, man. I mean, I've been listening to it nonstop for 30 years. That's the one. It's my go-to
Wow.
record.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm definitely in the minority. People think I'm
Yes,
nuts,
you
but
are.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of cheesy stuff on the first record. The second album,
That's why I like it.
I don't like the sound of the second record.
I think the second record's
I love
the,
Slave
it's
Grind.
it's the record. You know. It's
Yeah,
the
to
record.
me, it's Subhuman Race. That album
Yeah.
should have been massive. It
Well,
should have been huge.
I will say that looking when we get to the ranking part of this, not one of us picked the same number one song. It's insane. This
No.
might be the first time that we didn't have like at least two of us picking the same one as their favorite song. We all had a different favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some surprises on that one.
There
too.
were, I mean, and then some songs that I thought would have ranked high, one of us ranked low. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So it's
Yeah,
interesting. It's interesting.
When it came out, I was actually hugely disappointed when it came out.
Right.
Okay.
But a lot of money back then. What I paid $12 for the tape or something back then. It was a lot of money. So I was like,
for a
fuck,
tape, yeah.
dude, I want to fucking like this album
Yeah.
no matter what. So I listened to it over and over and over, man, and it slowly grew on me. And like a month into having it, man, I loved the album, and that my feelings haven't changed since
That's cool. But
1995. So.
you know what though, Damien? And I will say though, there's a lot of times where it's like I'll get an album from a band I love, I hate it. I'll put it away on the shelf for a couple years, sometimes even longer, and then I'll pick it up and listen. I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
might be my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
album by them.
It was like that with not that it's my favorite record, but it was like that with the Alice in Chains self-titled record. When that first came out, I was like, and now I
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, see, now that might be a good example for me because I got that when it came out too, and which I think that came out the same year too, like the end of '95, didn't it? Or was
I'm
it
not sure.
'96? It was '95 or
Somewhere
96.
around that point.
I think the end of '95 that came out, but I remember picking that up, liking a couple songs, and the rest of the record was like, yeah. And once in a while, I'll put it on, but I always go back to the two tracks that I like. I should probably revisit that one.
It's great.
That might be good.
It's
That might
great.
be good. If it's 30 years on that, we should probably do that one.
They got a deluxe box set coming out with that too now. They're re-releasing it finally. So
So it's got to
that'd
be
be
30
cool.
years then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
remember
didn't see
it
the
came
box
out-
set.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen the
remember it
box
came
set,
out
yeah.
like the fall of either 95 or 96. So I'm thinking it probably is 95.
Right.
But
So-
I'll like to revisit that one.
I just
So-
pre-ordered that.
Oh, you did. You did. Nice.
Oh yeah,
nice, nice.
absolutely.
Nice. So we got Joe Buerklin from the Circus Arts. Joe Buerklin, as we call him.
What's up?
What's
So,
up, Joe?
Yeah, Joe. Joe just got out of the hospital not too long ago. He looks and sounds great. I was with him the other night. We went to a Vinyl Con, and that was fun.
Yeah.
You know?
absolutely. Yeah, we always have a good time, Bert.
Oh yeah, we buy a bunch of nonsense. It's great.
Nonsense. Yeah.
But there's nothing nonsense about vinyl. So.
No, I was upgrading all my Kiss again. I think I'm
Yeah.
good now. It's like when you're a kid, I destroyed all my albums, and now I'm
Rebuying.
I just bought them
wearing
all.
them out.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm going from CD, replacing the ones I love in the vinyl.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Well, I did that already. Yeah, I did that already. Yeah. But I thought of you, Mike, because I saw the friggin' lizard, gizzard, wizard, lizard,
Oh.
wizard.
Have you checked them
Check
out?
them out.
Yeah, dude, you know, like oh man,
You would like them.
I have. I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard bits and pieces because who else? Somebody in the band likes. I don't know if it's Mike Kiker that likes them. I would think he would.
I would think he would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some stuff, you know, but I have to do a really deep dive.
Yeah, you have to find because
You know?
it's almost like they change from album to album. So
Yeah.
it's like
They do,
you have to find the one you like, and start there and kind of branch
yeah,
out.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The one 2 albums ago was probably my favorite one. It was kind of like a 70s kind of like Sabbath,
Okay.
Mountain, that kind of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
stuff. It sounded
All
like.
right. Yeah, but there was a bunch sitting there.
Oh yeah, it's overwhelming if you're just new to them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they got a lot of records. How many records do they have, Mike?
I don't know offhand. I'm gonna say about 27.
That's crazy.
Crazy. What they put like 2 out a year or something?
They were
At
putting
least
2 to 4 at one point.
Crazy. It's like I know that like what's it record day. They always put something out for like record store day, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, but yeah, I'll check
Yeah.
it out.
I probably have about maybe 12, 13 of theirs.
Oh wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So, what I want to do is, we're definitely gonna have Joe back on when that new Peter Chris drops next month.
Oh,
We're all excited about it.
yeah,
That
yeah,
first
yeah,
single
yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty
Oh
damn
my
cool.
I love
god,
it.
man!
Even Mike liked it. Yeah.
Wow, that's just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a 10 right now.
yeah, I hope it's not Peter Chris AI Peter Chris. You know,
I'm all right.
Nah,
with
he-
it.
he
You can
d-
fake me out.
is that him singing though? I don't know. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like
He's
him.
been working on that for like
Okay.
10, 15 years. I remember
Okay.
hearing people
Yeah.
say he's doing a rock record
Okay.
15
I
years.
just hope it is going to be a rock record because I love the first single. It's very Alice Cooper sounding. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well,
Um,
there's only like 2 seconds of it though, right?
No, I found
The
the
whole
whole.
single.
There's a whole clip
Yeah,
up
it's on
there.
YouTube.
Oh,
find it.
okay. I'll
Yeah.
have to check it. Yeah, because I only heard like I don't know if it was like even.
Oh yeah, on YouTube, the
Seconds.
whole song. was up.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
yeah.
really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it
find it
leaked.
there.
Yeah, I guess somebody leaked it.
Oh, I haven't
It
heard.
is good, man. It
Oh,
is
it?
a.
Oh, okay.
It's a killer track.
Yeah,
Is
I
he
can't
play-
wait. I can't wait to get it.
Is
I
he
can't wait to
playing drums on it too, or just singing?
I think
Yeah.
probably on some. I don't know if all, but definitely some.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't mention a drummer on there, so
Oh,
I
okay.
think
They
he's
haven't
on
been-
everything.
Okay. Nice.
It should be
All right.
cool.
Oh, I'm definitely going to hit it up now.
Yeah. So let's dive in a little bit about the Skid Row record before we rank it. Early '90s, man. Right? Music's changing at this point.
Yep.
You got Slave to the Grind. Slave to the Grind did debut at #1. It was when they first started that SoundScan stuff.
SoundScan. Yeah.
Yeah.
First metal record to go #1
Yeah.
during
And-
that era.
Yep.
SoundScan era.
And with each album, especially the first 3, the band was getting heavier and heavier and
Yes.
heavier,
Yes.
which is it's just crazy.
It's
Yeah.
a total
Um,
opposite of every other band was doing.
Right. Everybody else gets lighter. They were getting heavier. They toured a pretty long time with Guns N' Roses, and they were great. Listen, if Skid Row opened up for you, it was tough to follow because they had so much energy. They were probably the most energetic band I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan until I actually saw them open for Guns N' Roses. So,
Oh, they were great, man.
Yeah.
I see them open for Bon Jovi. I mean, it's
I was
it's
at that
hard.
show.
It's hard. Aerosmith,
I was at that show too.
yeah, it's hard
That
to
was
it was
great.
hard to follow them.
Yeah.
It was even if the band after was great, it was just so hard to follow them. But yeah, I mean, at that point, 92, 93, they were probably one of the biggest names around, I would say.
For me, anyway.
Yeah, yeah, but the music was shifting. It was changing, man. So you had Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. You had that. So the industry was changing, and that record was probably in a really, really tough spot. And it was heavier than the glam stuff that was out. So they went more towards, I wouldn't say as heavy as Pantera, but they went more that route, right?
Right.
So they went more that route. The radio support definitely wasn't the same. Like you said, anybody that was in the industry will tell you it was overnight, right? It was overnight that it just friggin' changed. Then on top of that, you had tension in the band, right? You had, Sebastian Bach always beefing with Rachel Bowen and Snake. And, I don't know if probably Snake and I guess Rachel probably wanted to go heavier, and Sebastian probably just wanted to do what they were doing, is my guess. But yeah, I mean, and then after Sebastian was gone, you have a bunch of different singers. That Johnny Sillinger guy wasn't bad. I actually listened to Thick Skin, and
That was decent. His
it was
voice
all right.
was like
It was
I don't
like
know.
Sebastian Light.
But you got to remember when they kicked him out of the band, they kind of like went on a hiatus, and then they became
yeah.
like they changed the name to Ozone Monday and became like an
Yes.
alternative band.
Yep. And then now I don't know if the Prunella Scales was in between that with Rachel Bowen. I'm not sure if that was after Skid Row or during Skid Row.
That was like during, I think.
During. Yeah.
It was like a side project.
But yeah, so they had a bunch of different singers. The Johnny Sillinger, like I said, Thick Skin was okay. Revolutions Per Minute was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I thought that was pretty good.
I wasn't crazy about that one.
But it still sounds somewhat like Skid Row, just kind of Skid Row light vocally. Musically, kind of sounded what they do. But the vocals just weren't as powerful. Yeah. But they weren't bad. They just weren't as powerful. There are good songs on them records. And then after that, who'd they get after that? After he passed, they separated.
They got the guy from TNT for a couple months, and then they got the guy from Dragon Force. He was in the band for a couple of years.
The guy from TNT. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for about a cup of coffee.
6 months, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah,
maybe 6 months or something.
And then they got what's in Grunwald, right? Was the last singer they had, and he was great. He was the closest to Sebastian.
He was phenomenal, man. That kid.
Yeah.
I
was starting to get back on the Skid Row train.
Yeah, I mean that album.
That would have been the time. Yep.
Yeah, and because prior to that, I fell off the face of the earth with those guys. I couldn't. Yeah. I stopped following them.
I mean, that was the guy that probably would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taken them as close as they're going to ever get. But
yeah, especially.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you guys think that there'll ever be a reunion? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen.
Man, so much time has gone by. When they split up, like 96, the end of 96. At this point, probably not. I mean,
yeah, I saw an interview with Sebastian basically saying he hasn't seen those guys since 96 or whatever it was.
Oh, I think he would do it in a heartbeat. He'd probably be a pain in the ass. But he'd do it
they were close to doing it about 6-7 years ago. They were pretty close. But
I mean, the last singer sounded exactly like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So by the time they got to Subhuman Race, there was a lot of pressure probably on them at this point. And like I said, they went into a darker, heavier direction, lyrically, sonically, vocally, but man, they still sound great on it. It was produced by Bob Rock, which, Bob's got a great sound, but he does, change it up a bit like he did with the Metallica, what's the name record, the Saint Anger record. Like, so I guess, apples and oranges. I don't know, but it's still Bob Rock.
Did he do the whole album?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, it didn't have that signature Bob Rock.
No, that's why.
No. But it was on purpose, I'm sure.
He just didn't record and let them go.
Yeah.
Did he get any credit for anything? I don't think so, right? On that album?
No, just
the
producing. Yeah, just production. I mean, I have it in my notes that I think the mix of the album is incredible. I mean, you listen to that in headphones, you can hear everything's so clear, and it is really, really raw sounding. Like there's not a lot of like overlay shit.
Yeah. Well, it's not a lot of warmth. It felt like
no.
I mean, it's definitely a mix of metal, grunge, alternative. It's a mix of it's a mix of everything, and it's got some cool sound effects and some stuff. It's it's not my favorite Skid Row album, but I still go to it every once in a while. Like it still has something for me. Okay, so you know how we do it? We each rank each song 1 to 10. We take all our numbers, we combine them, come out with an average, and that's what it comes out to. So we start out with our least favorite as a panel to our favorite. And Subhuman Race, 1995, Skid Row, last record with Sebastian Bach. And we're going to start the countdown off. 13 songs. Coming in at 13, Medicine Jar. What do you got, Damo?
Like I said earlier, I love this album. This is one of my least favorite tracks, Medicine Jar. I really like the music. I like the guitar riffs and everything, but the chorus kind of like falls flat and everything. But overall, I gave it a 7.25.
Okay, Joe.
So I'm being generous with all these. I mean, I
Yeah,
could have gone -1 for every song.
yeah.
I'm serious. I could have. And the only reason why I scored the way I did was because it's Skid Row. You
Right,
know?
right.
You know what I mean? So I got to give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. But when I go 7 on this, to me, there's probably 4 songs on this album. On this
That you
album,
really like.
no, they all sound the same to me.
Yeah,
Like
I got
it's
you.
more of the same thing going on. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
When is there a hook and a cool melody
Right.
going to come in?
Well, I'll repeat it probably in my notes here, but the only problem I see with this album on most of the songs is the pre-chorus is huge,
Yes,
and
yes,
the choruses are just there.
I have 3 songs like that where it's like,
Yep.
wow, man, like that
The pre-chorus is unbelievable, then you
yeah,
can't go
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely.
Mike D.
Medicine Jar, not my favorite on the album, man. There are some cool things musically going on, but to me, again, it's like track 11 on the album. Towards the end, I felt like it's almost a filler track, though. So I gave us a 6.5.
Medicine Jar, I gave it a 5.75. One of my low, which is, I mean, I love Skid Row, but the opening riff is great. The music's really good. The rest of the song is just okay. Just okay for me.
Yeah.
Coming in number 12, Bonehead. What do you got, Damo?
Man, I love this song. It's really aggressive. It starts out, it's really punky, but like the verses are fucking, dude, they're so aggressive. This is one of my favorite tracks. It's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.1.
Okay, Joe.
Yep. I went 7. And the reason why you like it, Damien, is the reason why I don't like it. It's too punky for me, you know. And I know it's, you know, I guess, but Rachel's like, he loves his punk music.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, listening to it, I'm not a fan of it. But if I had to play it drum wise,
probably love
I'm
it,
all in. I'm all in. Like, yeah, I can get my head around it. But listening to it, I'm just like, you know, I like melody, and every time I'm on this platform, I'm like, there has to be a melody, there has to be something going on, and it's just, you know. But again, if I was playing drums on this, yeah, bring it on, let's do it. I want to sweat.
Yeah, Mike D.
I want to sweat.
Yeah, I kind of like this one, and probably for the reasons that Damien liked. I like the whole punky feel.
Yeah.
I definitely heard some like Guns N' Roses things going on in that.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, your melodic song, but definitely one of the cooler tracks on the album for me. I gave it a 7.
Bonehead, I gave a 5.75, another low one for me. They've done stuff like this before, fast, punky. This one's just not one of my favorites.
That B-sides. They what do they do on that? I mean, that's
They did a bunch of covers.
Yeah,
That was good.
covers.
That was pretty solid. Solid. Coming in at number 11, Remains to be Seen. Damon, what you got?
Yeah, this was my least favorite track. It kind of like same deal as Medicine Jar. Like, I just think the chorus isn't really that good, but like the verses sound like classic Skid Row. I think it just with 1995 production. Like it could have been like you take that verse and it could have been something off the first record. I think, but I gave it a 7.
Okay, Joe.
I gave it a 6. When that sitar sound comes in, I don't know there's that sitar thing that comes in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lost right at that point. I was like, what is going on? What, like, let's just put this in here. I mean, it didn't make any sense to me. But you know, they still got a 6. That could have been a 5, but still, you know.
Benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
That sitar thing does come out of nowhere.
It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird. Like, what's the point of this?
I'm like, I don't know. You're like, all right, well, whatever. That sounds good. Let's put it in.
Yeah, why not?
That was a Bob Rock thing, probably. You know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Mike Day, what do you got?
Maybe I just didn't notice the sitar, but
yeah.
I don't know. This one, it actually reminded me the most of Skid Row. Like Damien said, I actually kind of like this one. I gave it a 7.75.
Yeah, Remains to be Seen. I kind of like this one. I gave it a 7.5. Solid Skid sound, definitely. Good riff, good vocal melody in the verse. It picks up in the pre-chorus. The song has a good groove, good chorus. I like the lyrics. It's a pretty solid song for me. Coming to number 10, Beat Yourself Blind. Damo, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, from here on out, I can't say anything bad. I love it. I love the riffs. It's got a cool groove. It's aggressive. The guitars are heavy, and I gave it a 7.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah, that one there. When I saw that score, I was like, really? Wow.
Yeah. We're diverse on this album.
Yeah, listen, I will give it to you. It's this album, the whole album is guitar oriented for me. Great guitar work on most of these songs, even on the ones I really hate. And maybe that's why I kind of give it a little bit, these scores a little bit higher. But this had no melody for me at all, right? So I give it? What song are we on again?
Beat Yourself Blind.
7.
Yeah, yes, I gave it a 7.
There you go. Still pretty good.
Yeah, again, right. But again, there's a lot of cool guitars. I was really honed in on to hear what Scotty was doing on guitar. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's a very solo driven album for me. Like,
I think the rhythm guitars are
oh yeah,
fantastic, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They sound so thick,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, but I'm still listening for a melody to come in.
Right. Mike D.
Yeah, not my favorite on the album. I mean, musically, there's some cool things going on. I like the beginning, how it starts out with that bass, and it took me a while. I'm like, man, where did I hear that before? Where did I hear it? And after a long while, I'm like, that's Dawn Patrol from Megadeth.
Oh,
we all go back to Megadeth at one point.
Right. But it has some cool stuff on there. Like, not my favorite. I gave it a 6.75.
Yeah.
Okay. Beat Yourself Blind. I gave it 6.75, a little low for me. I really like the bass intro. The guitars chug along during the verse. Pre-chorus is good. The gritty vocal mix in the verse is pretty good. I like the way he goes, which he does a lot on this album. He goes from heavy to soft. He's got a great voice to do that. His range is good. The mid part's cool, but the chorus kind of stinks. Chorus stinks, But I like everything else about the song. I just think the chorus is just they're way better than just repeating that one line.
Yeah.
Trying too hard to do the Pantera thing or something. I don't know. Coming in at number 9, Iron Will, Damo.
Yeah, one of my favorite tracks on the record. It's the last track on the album, which usually is like the filler stinker track. I think it's heavy as fuck, and it could have fit in right with Slave to the Grind. And I think the chorus is fucking great for a super heavy song. I mean, it's catchy, I think, for a heavy song. And it's also like there's a hidden track at the end, which is it's basically it was the intro, the original intro to Frozen.
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Which everybody was doing that stuff at the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the hidden track.
You had to wait. You had to wait like 10 seconds or something.
Yeah. Well, this one you
longer.
Wait like a couple minutes, but I gave it an 8.5.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.5. It was, to me, it was like a classic Skid Row, song. It's the last song on the album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last song on the album. Yeah, it was I was in between some of these songs. It was tough, but to hear that at the end, I'm like, all right, they're ending it on a good note, especially when it got quiet. No, I'm kidding. But no, it ended on a good note. So that's 7.5.
Mike D. Iron Will.
Yeah, again, not my favorite on the album. I felt like when this came on, the album probably should have ended a little sooner. I don't know. I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah.
Iron Will, I gave a 6. Good opening riff. The vocals in the verse are pretty gritty. The song has good movement, but for me, it's just an okay song.
Yeah.
Just an okay song. Okay, moving on to number 8. Face Against My Soul, Damiano.
Yeah, this one sounds like it's definitely in that time period. You heard a lot of stuff guitar riffs that sound like this, but I think the chorus is really strong on this one too. I gave it an 8.25.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, this was a quick song too, right? Minute wise.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I think it was pretty quick.
No, this was it was a little over 4 minutes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the one that had there's a lot of, it's like the drum solo and a guitar solo at the same time and like towards the outro of the song? I think.
Uh,
I mean, it's like a lot of like there's a lot of drums going
yeah,
on.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
to me because I
You
didn't
kind
write
of go
the
crazy.
yeah I didn't write the
Yeah.
notes down, but I'm like I think this was the
Yeah.
one where it was the drums and the guitar solos were right at the same time. I mean, not this is a drum solo, but he was
There's a
playing
lot
lot,
of drums.
I
Yeah.
remember, right? So what did I give that? 6.7. Okay, 6.7. Yeah, I think that's the one thing about that song that stood out for me. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, they're fucking giving Rob, like letting him figure go
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, all right, you know,
Giving him
like,
some range.
Let
Mike,
it go.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mike D,
Yeah,
what you got?
Not much memorable for me on this one. I gave it a 6.75.
okay.
Face Against My Will, I gave a 7. It opens up with a dancey drum beat, chuggy
Yeah.
guitars, building up to the main riff. The melody and chorus is really good. The rest of the song's okay, but I think it's a good deep cut, for me.
Okay.
Good deep cut.
Deep cut.
Coming in at number 7, Breaking Down, Damo.
I think it's an incredible song. It was actually released as a single, and there was a video for it that I think got played on MTV like once at 4 p.m. or something. It was actually on a soundtrack for a Christopher Walken movie.
There you go.
But I think it's a great fucking song, man.
Sounds like Christopher Walken wrote it.
If there was going to be a hit, it should have been this one. I gave it a 9. I think it's fucking great.
Wow.
Joe.
I gave it a 7.5. Now, this is the video, right? He wears
Yeah.
the white beater in. Is this the one? What's the
They're
one?
kind of walking through like this, not
Yeah.
forest, but it looks like
Had like
it's
a weird
outside.
filter on it, I think.
Yeah, it was a weird filter.
Wait,
Yep.
what's the song? It's the slow. What's the one where they're in the the graveyard? Which one's that?
It might
It's
be
probably
this one.
because
Yeah, it might
this
be
was
this
like
one.
the only video, I think.
Yeah, it might be this one.
Well, I liked his wife beater, whatever song it is. That's why.
What did you give it?
What I give it?
7 something, right?
7.5.
7.5. Okay,
Yeah,
Mike D.
I wasn't a big fan of the song though.
No.
I was waiting for something to jump off, like something.
He was waiting for the wife beater to jump off.
Yeah. One of the two.
Mike D, what do you got?
This was definitely my least favorite song. I hated the way it started out. It almost kind of sounded like a demo, like it was hollow or something. Halfway through, that's when it kicks in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why did they even decide to wait so long to even do that? And on top of it, I felt like the song was kind of boring on top of that. So
Wait, it also sounds like he's playing. I think Scotty. He's playing. It sounds like he's playing a B bender, like like the B bender guitars.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's playing a telly, and there's no distortion on it. It's like really clean, if I remember right. It's like a clean sound. I think there's like a B bender. That's more of a country. That's it. Yeah, I mean it's the beat. It's your strap. So you pull down on your strap on your guitar, and it's the B bender.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. That's what I heard right away.
Mike, what did you give it?
I gave this a 5.5.
Wow, it's low. It's low. Breaking down, I gave it a 7. It's okay. I don't think it's anywhere near as strong as any of their other ballots that they've done. The chorus is really good, though. I will say the chorus is good. Yeah. Coming at number 6, Subhuman Race, Damo.
I love the drums in it. It comes in with a killer drum fill. It's a fast song. It's fucking heavy. It's aggressive. It's like 2 minutes long. It's short. 8.95.
Yeah,
Nice.
We got like 5 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll have to come back on. Joe, what you got?
8.7. To me, this like was a leftover song from like Slave to the Grind.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of Slave, to be honest with you. It reminds me of Slave.
Yeah.
Mike D.
I like the chorus of it. The rest of it, I don't know. For some reason, it just feels like it fights itself. Definitely not one of my favorites. I gave this one a 6.
I gave Subhuman Race a 7.25. It's a pretty angry song. It reminds me of Slave to the Grind, but not as good. It's a good tune, great pre-chorus, but I do like the aggressiveness of the song. So yeah, I kind of like this one just because it reminds me of Slave a little bit. Coming at number 5, Eileen. What you got, Damo?
This is like the best song Alice in Chains never wrote. I gave it a 9. I love it.
Joe.
Where do you hear this? Well, 5.75.
I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Bro, is he even singing on key with this song?
I love this song.
It doesn't even sound like he's singing in key. And I put the headphones on 9 times. I played it over the stereo.
It's the weird notes. It's the weird notes in there.
Dude, I don't know what he is singing. I don't know what and I'm like, what note?
It's an eerie sound.
Singing?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm like, and I listened to it in the shower, out of the shower, in the car. Like, bro, I'm like, he's singing. He's not even singing the same song. I don't know what's even
That's
going on over
funny.
here. But
That's
that's just
funny.
me. That's just me.
Mike D.
I kind of like this one. A slower song, and actually, I felt like it's kind of sounded like a Pantera song. But yeah, I thought there was some cool stuff going on in this one. Different. I gave this a 7.25.
I gave this a 9.25. This is absolutely my favorite song on the record. Yeah. Great guitar opening, cool drums. It has good melody through the entire song for me. I like the effects. I like the phaser sounds in there. And the outro was fucking great. 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 Yeah, definitely an Alice in Chains type song.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in number 4, My Enemy. What you got, Damo?
Yeah, this was the album opening track of the record. Yeah, I like this tune. I gave it an 8.
Joe?
8.5 for me, and a great opener. Yeah, it's yeah. I was if the whole album was like this, yeah, it would be my top album from Skid Row. But yeah, this was yeah, I loved it right away. Yeah,
Mike D.
Okay, the first couple times I heard this, not a big fan of this song. And it wasn't until probably before we put this podcast together tonight, I gave another quick listen to it. And it's actually not as bad as I originally gave it, which was a 6.5. I probably would have bumped it up at least 1 point. So,
Gotcha.
it kind of reminds me of a grungy Stone Temple Pilots. Well,
Of the time. Of the time. Yeah.
well, yeah, Stone Temple Pilots. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. My Enemy, I gave an 8.5. Kicks off with a cool guitar riff. Good guitar tone. I like the guitar tone in it. I like the way the drums come in. The music sludges along pretty good. Deep vocals in the verse. I liked it. The pre-chorus is fucking awesome.
yeah,
And the chorus is decent. But the pre-chorus, like most of this record, it's awesome.
yeah.
That melody part was great for me. I did like the song when it came out, and I still like it. I
Yeah.
still think it's a pretty good song. All right, guys, coming in number 3, Frozen. What do you got, Damo?
Frozen. Yeah. Yeah, easily my favorite song, my favorite track on the record, and probably in my top 3 favorite songs from them.
Wow.
In general, the fucking intro is great. I think the chorus is awesome. I saw the first time Sebastian Bach did a solo tour, he used to play this.
Oh, really?
And the version he played was like the version with I told you about the hidden track.
Yeah.
Well, it started out like that with the drums and then the bass, and then I thought that version should have been on the record. I thought it was better, but yeah, man, I just love the song. It's heavy, it's fucking eerie. I think musically, vocally, man, his fucking vocals in that song it's incredible. Yeah, so I gave it a 10.
Wow. All right. First 10.
Oh shit.
Joe Buerklin.
7.5. Did nothing for me.
Still a good score.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it would have been a 6 or 6.5. But it's just like more of the same, like going nowhere.
Yeah.
If you break it down the way Damien does, yeah, but just an overall song, I was just like,
It just shows how diverse we are on some stuff, which is great.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's crazy.
But again, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff happening in it, but it's just like this doesn't go anywhere for me. Like half of the album.
Yep. Mike Dick.
Yeah, as far as the ones on this album, man, I kind of like this one. It was heavy, had a grungy feel to it, like most of the other ones on this album. I liked it better than some of them. I gave it a 7.5.
All right. I gave Frozen a 7.25. Opens up very Alice in Chains, like good groove, good riff. Bach sounds good. He has a good mix of aggressive but soft, and with his vocals. Another good pre-chorus. The chorus is just kind of there for me. It's
right.
Pre-choruses are. I said it the whole time. It's huge.
Yeah.
Pre-choruses are huge.
Yeah.
And the choruses are just kind of like, all right, We're too cool to have a big chorus, so we'll have a big pre-chorus.
Yeah,
but it's
all
there.
you gotta do is switch them around, and then we're good.
It's there. It's there. It's just not in the spot. Yeah, but overall, it's definitely a solid tune. I still think it's really good. Coming to number 2, Fire Sign. What do you got, Damo?
I I like pretty much everything about the song except the chorus. I thought the chorus was weak, really. I gave, and I can see your scores, everybody. Obviously, this is
Yeah.
I scored lower than you guys, so I
It's
gave it a
crazy.
7. I gave it a 7.85.
Yeah.
Due to the weak chorus that you guys probably you're going to say the chorus.
Yeah.
That we're gonna like, yeah. That we're gonna like, yep, yep.
Yeah,
Joe, what you
absolutely.
got?
Yeah, 8.95.
Wow.
I mean, this was my favorite on the album, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, the bridge and the chorus, 100%. Boom. I was like, yes. And let me tell you, the first two songs, these were the first two songs of the album.
Yeah.
It had so much potential for me. I'm telling you, this album. When the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, okay. And then Bonehead comes in, I go, oh, what happened? You know what I mean? It's like, maybe it's just the way the album was sorted or the way it was put together. But these first two songs, My Enemy and this song right here, yeah, I was hooked. But then something happened. But the bridges and the chorus on this, yes, all day, all day, all day. Yeah. Well, the bridge is way better than the chorus.
Like the rest of the record, yeah.
Yeah, and again, if they flip the two, because the chorus to me sounds like a pre-chorus or a bridge, but that bridge is definitely the chorus. It was like that's the hook of the song.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Mike D.
Yeah, I'm with Joe on this one. This is my favorite track of the album, and I gave this one an 8. I mean, great chorus, pre-chorus, and yeah, I mean, I wish the rest of the album kind of had more of this pace on it.
Yeah.
I gave Fire Sign an 8.25. The music is really good. They got some real cool stuff going on in there, music-wise. I like the melody line in the verses. Bach sounds great. Good pre-chorus. I kind of like the way they went into the darker chorus part. I did. I think it's a pretty good song. Coming in number 1, Into Another. Who would have thought that this would have been the number 1? That's how diverse we were with this record. So, Damo.
Yeah, I mean, my second favorite track on the record. I think it's another great song. I think the chorus is great. I think the vocals are incredible. The great melody line, and he's one of the greatest singers of of his time. I think really, and this one really shows the diversity of his voice. I think I gave it a 9.75.
Wow, nice, Joe.
Yep. Yeah, but I give it an 8.5. Yeah, this is one I can just listen to over and over and over. Like, the other, there's a bunch on here I could skip. This one here, yeah, I could sit and listen to it. This one could have probably got a little higher, but yeah, I can listen to this over and over and over. There's probably 4 songs on this album that I can probably just hit repeat.
Yeah.
There's a great guitar solo on this.
Yes. There's a lot of great guitar solos. I think they emphasize a lot with this album with their guitar solos. I mean, it really is like
this one really stood out though. I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mike D.
Yep.
Yeah, really cool track. Kind of like it's not heavy, at least in the beginning of it. It's very airy, open. Man, I gave it a 7.5, and I definitely should have gave this one a higher. At least should have been an 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave Into Another 7.35. Another cool guitar intro. Guitars are great through the whole thing on this. Really good melody. Vocals sound great. Chorus is good. I think it's a good tune. I was surprised it hit number 1, but I thought it was it's weird. We all had different favorites. I think my favorite was probably Eileen. Joe's favorite. Which was your favorite?
Bert?
Fireside.
Which way?
Fire Sign.
Which way, Bert?
Which way? What?
You said Eileen. Which way do you lean?
I lean. I lean wherever I gotta lean.
Bad joke.
That goddamn guy's funny over there.
That's great.
Dame, what was your highest? What was your highest mark?
10 on
Frozen.
Frozen.
You gave that a 10, right?
Yeah, I love that track.
And Mike, what was your highest?
It was a Fire Sign with an 8.
Yeah. I mean, here goes our scores. Damien gave the record an 8.43. Joe gave the record a 7.43. Mike D gave it a 6.88. I gave it a 7.2. So like I said, we all had different favorites, and we were all diverse on a lot of these songs. Like when Joe turned around and Joe said, Eileen, 5-something. I'm like, what? I'm like,
He
what?
sings out of key the whole song. He doesn't sing in key. I'm telling you. At least the first verse going into the chorus. I'm telling you, I'm going. Is he even singing? I'm thinking there was 2 songs playing at the same time.
Joe, I
Like,
gotta say, if he's
yeah.
out of key on there, that's where I want to be.
I guess. Yeah, I just don't know. But the one thing I noticed too is there's like I know he'd sing low, his register in a lot of songs he would stay low, and there was always the harmony was at the higher register.
Yeah.
I wish that they flipped some of that in some of these songs.
Yeah. Well, they were just going for that dark thing.
Yeah, but then like I would hear like the background. I'm going, oh, if they flip that, I probably would dig the song a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just have the higher register than the lower register.
But I really think at a time when this record came out, it was heavy enough to survive. If they would have stood together, they would have been fine, probably, because they were one of those bands. I mean, before we get into our final thoughts, they were one of those bands that, even though it was a little bubblegum, maybe even the first record, they still had some kind of edge. They had, maybe Sebastian looked like the typical frontman should look, but the rest of the band was kind of just like guys that looked like they were just hanging out with long hair.
From Jersey.
Yeah, they look pretty normal. They never really got spiffed up, or nothing.
No makeup.
They look pretty. They look like pretty much what they would wear every day. So that was the difference with them. Like, I don't ever consider them a hair metal. I just don't consider. I know they get lumped into that, but to me, they were
first album. That's about.
Yeah, but that's also. I mean, you got to figure sign of the times. They didn't look that way, but they sounded that way. It's a sign of the times.
Well, they're promo pictures. They dolled them up, though.
Not maybe Sebastian, not the rest of them. Sebastian, that's it. Snake looks the same now. Snake looks the same now as he did in as far as dressing wise, the same as the first record. Pretty much looks the same. Yeah. He dresses the same. He did t-shirt, jeans. That's it. Maybe during Slave to the Grind, when everybody was going through that, that Dr. Feelgood stage where everybody was wearing the jeans with the button-down shirt. When everybody went through that phase, the Kiss Hot in the Shade phase, the Slaughter look, everybody around what's that, like 90, 91 had that look, right? I want to go street, but kind of like dressy meets street,
like the pirate shirt.
Yeah,
not even the pirate shirt, just like a regular button-down.
Not the Britney Fox look.
Yeah, not that Britney Fox look.
That was bad.
That was down shirt.
That was bad. So that was pretty bad. So we're gonna move on to
the next time you guys see me, we'll be wearing a button-down shirt.
Well, that's fine. You're fine with that. Yeah, you're fine with that. You can only have so many hats, though, Joe.
Yeah.
Like I said with our band, it's only so many bandanas. There's a bandana quote in our band, and your band is definitely a hat quota, and the over/under is high on the over.
It's got to be less. You got to have less than 50%.
Well, I'm with you on that. Dude. That's why I'm still growing my hair.
Yeah,
I don't care if I'm thinning out or not. I mean, I'll wear a baseball cap. You know what I mean? Wear it backwards and shit. But
But what you guys are definitely on the over with the hats more than the under.
I know. Half the band don't even have hair, so that would be even funny yet if nobody wore hats.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
Fucking the arena would be shining from the lights.
Let's move on to the final thoughts. Damo, your final thoughts on the record.
Yeah, man, I love this record when it came out. I don't know. To me, it's it really stuck with me when I got it and everything. Like, I didn't like it at first, and I just kind of like forced myself to listen to it, and it really grew on me. I think it's like top to bottom. It's like, in my opinion, obviously you guys don't agree, but I think it's top to bottom, like their most consistent record. And I think in an alternate universe, it probably really would have done well. I think they could have continued on and still been successful. I mean, it's funny. I don't know if you guys know this, but around this time, like Sebastian Bach, he did a side project with all these fucking alternative people.
Mm-hmm.
It was called The Last Hard Men. They put out a record.
With Kim Deal. I think Kim Deal was in that band. Yeah.
It was Kim Deal. It was Jimmy Chamberlain from Smashing Pumpkins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And now you wouldn't see fucking Bret Michaels Eagles or some
No.
or some other '80s people doing
No.
that because they
No.
wouldn't accepted him.
No.
Yeah.
But they kind of like accepted, like the alternative crowd kind of, he was
Yeah.
like accepted. So that
Yeah.
tells me if he was okay by them, that they probably could have continued on and still
Probably.
Yeah.
been successful. So
They would have got away with it.
maybe, yeah, maybe internally there was so many issues where they just kind of gave up on the record. But I remember, like, I was at that time I was really into going to record conventions and buying video bootlegs, and I had
Yeah.
a lot of like European footage when they were doing promo stuff for this album, like MTV Europe,
Okay.
Headbangers Ball Europe. Like I have a lot of stuff, so they were like still like doing really well over there overseas, but in America it was like nothing. I think they opened up for Van Halen on
Yeah.
this, and they didn't really do
So
anything else.
so let me ask you a question then. I guess it wasn't this album when they had Pantera open for them.
That was
Was
Slave to the Grind.
so it was the end of because the Slave to the Grind went on for a little bit because they opened
Yeah.
up for Guns at the time too. So
And
they
then
did their own tour. Okay, and then they
Yeah.
had Pantera open up for them, and then this came out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
Oh, Pantera opened up for Skid Row.
yes,
Yeah.
Ooh.
great show.
Yeah,
I went to that.
now
Great show.
on this record, they played like that Monster Rock Festival in '95, and it was like Metallica, Slayer,
Oh, okay.
I forget who else, because I remember I had a video bootleg of it, but it was all like all those bands like Therapy,
Oh shit.
All
like
them
those
the
90s.
bands that were coming
yeah.
into
Getting a
Yeah,
little thrasher, like
the
little
Cold Chambers and all that stuff that was
Yeah,
coming out at the time.
Biohazard, you
Yeah.
know. So I think
Okay.
they could have continued on
Continued
and
with that.
been in
They would have
yeah.
survived because they weren't your typical. Besides, I guess if you would say "I Remember You" or something like that, and that Sebastian did have that look, they really weren't that kind of band. They were kind of gritty, you know. They were kind of gritty. Damon, want to add anything else to this?
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, like I said, this is my go-to record. This is the one I think top to bottom, I really enjoy every song, on this one. Yeah, and I think the playing, I think the musicianship is great. I think the drums. I love a lot of the drumming on. I think vocally, it's very diverse. The guitars, you hear the mix it's really really well mixed. Record. It's not overly produced. It's pretty raw sounding. It doesn't sound dated. Sonically to me, it doesn't sound dated to me. Maybe it could have been a little bit more produced, but yeah, I mean, I still love it.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, I'm like a half and half type. I think this album seems like disjointed to me. It sounds like it's like, to me, you could hear. I don't know. It doesn't sound like they're on the same page. It sounds like three
Well, they
guys are
say
on the
that.
same page.
That's why
What's
they
that?
don't like it. Yeah,
I
I mean, that's
Who says that?
nobody in the
The
band
band.
liked the record because there was shit going on.
Oh, I mean, well,
So
yeah. I
you're
knew
right.
there was shit going
Yeah.
on, but to me, it sounds like they start the album off on a high, and then something happened in between, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
you're
all
probably
right,
yeah,
we're just
you're
gonna
probably
play
right.
killer solos. I don't care what Sebastian's singing. Let him do whatever it is. We're not going to correct him. Say, just let him do his friggin' with his hands, whatever he does. But you know what I'm saying, dude? And like, and they just got their rocks off. However, we're just going to play, and I'm going to play the most killer friggin' solo, and I just think it's like kind of just, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's, like one solidified whole album. It just seems like it's all over the place, like for
Right.
me.
I got you.
So, but Slaves of the Grind's probably it's up there
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Mike D.
Yeah, I really wasn't a fan of Skid Row until I saw them live, and that was around Slave to the Grind when that came out. And after that, man, I don't know what happened. They just kind of fell off the face of the earth for me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they put this album out until, recently when they put that box set out, and I think I haven't heard it until now.
Wow.
So, and this is probably only the fourth Skid Row album I heard. So it was like the first two and then the last one they put out.
Right.
So I don't know. It sounds very experimental, which I usually like. I'm big in it when bands try different things.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It like Joe said, it felt disjointed. It didn't feel. I don't know. It just didn't feel like the Skid Row I knew or wanted to hear, maybe.
Yeah, or hoping.
But
Like the
again,
first two
like as
songs.
Damien said, you know, he bought this album and he's going to listen to it until he likes it. You know,
Yeah.
I've done that with a lot of things,
Had to get my
Yeah.
money's worth.
Yeah.
sometimes you get your favorite
$12.
album out of that. But unfortunately, in like the era that we live in, where everything's digital, it's like I'll probably never have this in my collection where I'd be like, let me go back to this.
Yeah, right.
And it's a shame because who knows, maybe I'd end up loving this album in a couple years. But
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a couple listens.
right,
Yeah. Yeah. My final thought at the end of the day, no matter what, I'm a Skid Row fan. Always been. I think they're a great band. They got great songs. They're incredible live. Fucking incredible live. When they were hot, man, there was nobody could touch them live.
That was my
Nobody.
favorite band, man. They became my top band.
Dude, nobody could touch them live. It was just they sounded great. They had so much energy. It was crazy. I thought this album was interesting because every album got heavier. Heavier and darker. I liked it enough to get it on vinyl. So even though
I was
my
gonna buy that
ratings,
box set. I was gonna buy that.
I got that
set.
box set. Yeah.
I was
So
gonna
even though the
buy it.
ratings, even though my ratings weren't through the roof, I still like this album. Sometimes it's like that you rate it and it's not as high as you think it would be, but I still put it on a lot. Yeah, I listen to this a couple times a year. Easy, definitely. But the bar I think was just so high with "Slave to the Grind." I mean, that record is almost a perfect record for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love every song on that record. I think overall the album's decent. I thought the pre-choruses were way stronger than the choruses, but it was definitely done on purpose. Definitely. Um, but when the pre-chorus is that big, how much more could you elevate it? You can only go the other way.
Right.
How much better can it get, or how much
Yeah.
you hit that peak, right? So they just did something different there, and it works. It's just I prefer the pre-choruses better. But that's because the music industry was swaying. They didn't want that big hook at the time. They wanted you repeating the same thing over and over, and
I got a question. You think the band would be like less grungy if grunge didn't come out?
I think they were going heavier no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That wasn't gonna change.
They wouldn't have done grunge, right?
No, but I mean, grunge
Yeah.
really. You
Yeah.
break down grunge. I don't care what anybody says. To me, a lot of the grunge stuff I
No
like
solos.
it was
There's
still
no
considered
solos. That's
still
what grunge
considered
to me
metal.
is. Grunge to
Alice
me-
in Chains, metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
They're all
Soundgarden,
Soundgarden,
metal.
metal.
Well, they were
Like-
all
Like back in the day, like when we were growing up, there were bands that you wouldn't consider metal now. I mean, people don't consider Kiss metal. I always call them a metal band. Like I just,
Yeah.
even Cinderella, metal band, hair
Yeah.
band. Maybe
Yeah.
the look might have been hair bandish, but they are not a hair. They're a blues. They're just a hard rock blues band.
But
Like,
you
almost like an AC/DC kind of.
Yeah, AC/DC I consider metal, but
But do you think like they were chasing a sound?
I think they were forced.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
I think
I don't think so.
I think
No?
I think naturally when you hear something kind of fresh, you go, "Ooh, okay." But if you listen to them guitar riffs, it
Yeah.
still sounds like Skid Row. It still sounds
Right,
like the first
right,
album, just heavier.
Right. Well, that's what
So,
I'm saying.
Vocally, it
Mhm.
still sounds like Skid Row vocally. Songwriting wise,
Yeah.
maybe. But as far as
That's
the
the
playing,
part I'm saying. Like they're chasing
Yeah.
something,
well, they were
Like,
trying.
instead of
they-
just staying like somewhere here, like they're, you know what I mean? They were like
well, they had
trying
to.
to get somewhere.
They probably had to, otherwise they were going to get
To
swallowed up.
survive.
Yeah, because I mean, like if you listen to, and guess what, some of the record's good. If maybe I don't know if the title's called Ultraviolet from Warrant. Listen to that record. It's more of a grungy record. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of them guys didn't get a chance
Well,
because the way they looked, and
well,
vice versa. When we were growing up, if you looked fucking heavier, you got dog shitted on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it worked both ways. Karma's a bitch, I guess. But
Yeah.
But
When
good's
you're
good.
growing up, like even like when you see White Lion, I love White Lion. I think
Yeah.
they're the most talented band out there.
yeah,
But they had to wear all these crazy outfits,
Yeah.
right? But I think
Yeah.
talent-wise, from each member, I tell people you got to listen to just sit and listen to their playing.
People watch people listen with their eyes sometimes, and that was the problem with the '80s.
That's what I'm trying.
And then the problem with the '90s was you couldn't be flashy. Now it's cool to not be cool or whatever,
Right,
So it goes in like it plays in with fashion and trends, but at the end of the day, a good song is a good song. I'll tell you a band that never fell for that crap. Tesla, great songs, great band, never fell into.
Yeah, they never changed.
They never changed. They look the same.
They got lumped into it, but never really.
Well, you have to get lumped into something because how are they going to sell it? You got to have a market. You got to have even the bands that you listen to or other bands I listen to. Nowadays you have to lump it in the category because you go, okay, who am I going to sell this to? It ain't just about a great song like it was in the 50s or 60s. It's about how am I going to market it? It's all about marketing. So, even with our stuff that we all do, and we're clueless for most of it, who do we market to? You look at your demographic, you look at all that, so you look at the statistics, and then you have these people in offices that don't play nothing or don't know nothing except numbers, and they think, well, this is where we got to go because this is what, me and Damon have this conversation 3 times a week. We're like, we forget that we're older now, and then, our genre is the 35 to 60 or whatever. Yeah. But we have, like Dame works with a lot of young kids, and it's like, yeah, these kids are into this. They don't want to hear what we're doing. They're into something that we don't even know about.
Dude, they freaking roll their eyes. I know that for a fact. They roll their eyes at shit we're doing.
But every once in a while, you come across somebody with an Iron Maiden shirt and go, "Oh, it's a pretty cool shirt." They're like, "Oh, you know this band?" And I start laughing.
They're studying it, but they don't want to play.
Like all that metalcore stuff and all that might not be our taste, but there's a huge thing for it. Some of the alternative stuff that Mike comes up with, to me, I might be like, what the fuck is this? We're getting 700 views on something that I think totally stinks and it don't stink to other people. That's just different genres, different categories.
Me go the devil.
Yeah, or even that. It's like we went to go see Amigo. Me and Joe went to go see Amigo. I'm thinking that, we're probably going to be like 60. I mean, I love him, but I'm like, who knows about Amigo the Devil? 60 people? It was fucking packed.
It was fucking.
Couldn't believe that it was packed. I'm like,
that's crazy.
I thought we were the only ones that knew who the hell he was.
No, it was fucking sold out pretty much.
It was sold out.
So it's like, I'm going to be able to see him after the show.
And and Al and I were the smallest guys in the fucking place. So we had to stand in the back.
Yeah, well, it took us to find out what, maybe half an hour in that we had the VIP tickets, and we're like, I didn't know it was the VIP tickets, and then we went into the thing. But it took us about a half an hour before I'm like, wait, can we get in that room? I was like, yeah, it's the ticket I got. And they got us in. But yeah, I mean, it was packed. So you never know, but you have to market it somewhere nowadays.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Joe's going to market his band to a different crowd that I'm going to market my band to. But, playing together is a different thing. You got the diversity, but the market's different.
Yeah, but see, that always bothered me, though, because
it shouldn't be that way, but
most people are listening to all kinds of shit, like I listen to metal.
But most people our age. When we're younger, if you put on the Thompson Twins when I was 16, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Now I'll listen and go, it's a good song. Karma Chameleon from the Culture Club. Oh, it's a great song. Back in the day, I was like, what the fuck is this? I wouldn't give it a shot.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I didn't realize how good Sweet Dreams was by the Eurythmics and how talented they were till Marilyn Manson did the song. I mean, come on.
That's funny. Sweet Dreams.
Yeah. I mean, you have to market it some way. That's just the nature of the beast,
Yeah.
It just is.
I don't know. I always think that the hair bands, if they would have just stayed consistent instead of trying to chase shit.
But Joe, that was the problem. The problem was,
to me, it always seems like they shot themselves in the foot.
Well, a lot of those bands got signed because they looked good, not because they were all good.
Yeah,
and then you had the thing, and I liked everything. I liked thrash and all back then, but you had the hair metal guys, you had the thrash guys, and you couldn't cross that line. You know what I mean? But I mean, there was a lot of people that did like both on both sides, whether they admitted it or not. And the thing is that the problem with any trend is that you have to look a certain way. You have to do this, and guess what? You couldn't get signed in the 80s unless you had that look. You had to have
Oh,
the
I know.
look. You had to have the visual. And then when it hit the 90s, if you had that look, you got thrown the fucking nobody wanted to look at you.
Yeah,
Now-
now all the bands they look like like 20-year-olds
matter.
walking through the mall.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Nowadays I think it's different.
It's like-
I think now people don't give a fuck as much. I don't know.
No, listen, I've sat through some auditions and they weren't mine. I'm not going to name some people, but I mean, the best bass player, best guitar player, best drummer could walk in the room because he was 1 pound overweight, right? And one less piece of hair. He's
Yep.
not good enough.
Right.
Like I've seen it. I'm like,
Listen.
you got to be kidding me,
Listen,
dude.
we've been a part of that and against that,
Crazy.
you know.
Crazy.
He's
I mean-
too short.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
He's
I'm
too-
talking about
yeah, He's
talented.
too tall. Yeah.
Yes,
Doesn't matter.
Talented.
It-
I'm
it-
like, are you fucking crazy? There's like no way you let
Yep.
this dude walk out the friggin' door.
Well,
like,
that's what I mean. That's when
That was MTV. That was
yeah.
yeah.
But the
Yeah.
one good thing about being our age and doing something is nobody cares at this point. Except I gotta agree with Damien. You don't want to be 65 up there with a big beer belly and playing the guitar and acting and dressing like you're in the 80s. That's a whole different
Yeah, it's
genre.
ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
a whole. It's just
Well,
look the way you look. You don't have to dress up like that. You know what I mean? It just
yeah.
don't work.
I've been in bands like that, and this band could head that way soon too. So as long as the scarves get longer, we're good.
Yeah, the hats and the scarves.
The hats and the scarves.
Yeah. I mean, shit. So, Joe, wait. So, let us know a little bit about the Circus Hearts you guys just released.
Hey.
Why should the devil have all the fun?
Why should the devil have all the fun? Yeah, we just released it. It was
I heard that.
yeah.
Did you? You gave a listen to him? Like, okay, I didn't know.
It came up on my Spotify.
There you
Nice.
go.
Nice.
Oh, you just put something out?
Yeah, we just put a new song out. Actually, this should have been released before Honey Don't. When we put the, that was my take on it. But yeah, we just put a new song out, which is pretty cool. Good song, great
Yeah,
title.
check it out.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
It's funny because I'm sitting there looking at my Spotify and I'm like, Circus Hearts. I'm like, why does that band sound familiar? And it took. I was like, oh, that's Joe's band.
Yeah, why should
Yeah.
the devil have all the fun?
Great title.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah.
title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a real, yeah.
yeah.
But that's out, and we'll have some gigs coming up soon. So
Yeah. You'll be back in the swing of things with the drums very soon, right?
I got the green light as of
Nice.
Monday to start
Nice.
playing. My electric kit's right here.
There you go.
Yeah. So they're like, well, don't play. I'm like, listen, I don't wail, like,
Yeah. What do you think you're like playing like Keith Moon
yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I'll keep it, cool
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Play more like Rick Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or what's
yeah.
that? Or what's that guy? What's that guy that that you're friends with, Dame? Not Zoltron, is it?
Zoltan.
Zoltan, like Zoltan,
Yeah.
where you flip it over, doing all
Yes,
kinds of tricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friggin' foot comes up. hits the-
Yeah, all
Yeah.
kinds of maneuvers.
yeah. But yeah, so I got the green light. So
Back in the studio soon.
we haven't talked about it. So we have 2 songs that we're ready to do. So
Okay, good.
yeah, it's either go in the studio or start writing some new songs. The guys got together. I was kind of out. When I was out, they were working on some stuff. So
Hey, that's always a positive that at least somebody's doing something. That's always
Yes.
a positive.
yes,
That's
Yes.
a positive, man.
yes,
But
But
nice.
yeah, well, so we're excited. Well, I'm excited.
Real quick before we wrap up, you went to that Preston and Steve thing too, didn't you, the other day?
Yeah, was it yesterday? What? Yesterday.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
well-
Meanie was on the air today. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys heard it. Between 4:30 and
Oh, yeah?
5:30, Meanie was on the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
yeah.
pretty cool playing some tunes. But
Yeah.
how was that? Was it cool?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, we showed up towards the end of Preston and Steve. So we hung out, and that was basically it. We
Where
dropped
was it
the
at?
ball. It's over at the
Phil,
Xfinity.
Oh, is that where they were? I didn't know they were that close.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do it every year.
I didn't know. I never knew it was there.
Oh, you serious?
I swear to
Oh,
God.
he
Jesus.
lives on another planet.
Well, he
Yeah.
does, dude.
I'm only 5 blocks away. I live
He
on
didn't,
another-
he didn't even know that the Platte Bridge even existed. The Platte Bridge.
We're getting ready to wrap up soon.
So he's
Yeah.
like,
The Blue Bridge. I call it the Blue Bridge.
I
I'm
was
on
like,
the Blue Bridge.
this is the Platte Bridge. He's like, what? I've never been over this bridge before. I'm like, you're
Hey,
nuts.
man.
He
What about the
knows his
Tacony
neighborhood or
Palmyra?
nothing else.
You know
That's
that
it.
one?
What's that?
Tony Palmyra, Bert?
What
Yeah,
the hell's a Tony Palmyra?
Tony, Tacony,
The
or
Tacony Palmyra Bridge.
There's
Yeah.
a whole world out there, man.
I know Taikoni. I don't know about Palmyra. What the fuck you said?
That's the best. He's the best.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, thank you, JoJo,
Yes.
from the Circus Arts coming on, and
Yeah,
looking forward
thanks
to the
for
next single.
Thanks for reaching out while I was down and
Yeah.
out. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. We're gonna get you
helped-
back.
it-
We're gonna get you back
it
on for
helped
that
my-
Peter
Yeah.
Price record.
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to it now. I'll
But,
call you.
Yeah, check it out.
I'm going
So
to.
yeah, we don't have guests on as much as we should, but we love when we have guests on. It's a
Yeah.
lot more fun. The episodes are definitely longer, and we get the bullshit. So it's what it's all about.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
you're welcome. And mixtapes and tasty
man.
cakes.
Yeah.
See you
I'll
guys
see
next
you
week.
soon.